Some places feel wrong, not dangerous, not cursed, but just off. You know that moment when your gut screams, "Don't do it," yet your curiosity drags you forward. That is exactly how I felt the very first time I peered inside Göbekli Tepe. Older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids, older than anyone thought human beings could even organize themselves. And the deeper I looked, the more I realized some secrets weren't meant to be uncovered. Warning before I proceed, what I'm about to show you, what I'm about to describe, might be better left unseen. Göbekli Tepe rises, like so many other ancient sites in Turkey, from a rolling hillside. One could easily mistake it for another old mound from a distance, but as one draws closer, the stone pillars come into view, huge, imposing, carved with animals, carvings so precise, so unnervingly detailed that they seem to live. Snakes entwine the stones, vultures peek out of every angle, scorpions crawl along pillars, and some figures, some don't even exist, hybrid creatures, combinations of animals that defy nature. At first you think maybe it's just art, but the longer you stare, the more you feel this creeping sense of wrongness. Eyes that seem to follow you, limbs in impossible positions, repeating patterns, but never quite making sense. It feels deliberate. It feels intentional. Here's what is terrifying. Göbekli Tepe is 11,000 years old. That is thousands of years before we developed farming, thousands of years before civilizations. Yet someone, some group of humans, built this massive, organized complex with precise astronomical carvings, and no one knows why. Think about that. Humans, no cities, no metal tools, moving stones man-high, carving fantastic animals on them, setting them in circles, maybe aligning with stars, and then they buried it, intentionally, layer after layer. Why? To hide it? To protect it? Or to forget it completely? I was putting in hours of poring over images, reading research, trying to understand. The more I did, the more uneasy I became. Some carvings are almost unrecognizable, abstract beyond belief. The animals, some dangerous, some sacred, some something else. The placement of the stones hints at rituals we cannot understand. And Göbekli Tepe isn't just strange, it's impossible. How did humans without metal tools lift these massive stones? How did they carve them so precisely? How did they coordinate a project of this scale without written language? Here's where it gets worse. Some researchers believe the site was a place of worship. Others say it was a gathering place for humans who were experimenting with power, life, and death. Imagine having to walk through those stone circles in the dark, the flickering of shadows in your torchlight. Every carving faces you, the eyes empty, yet somehow aware. You'd feel it too, that primal sense that something is watching and waiting. And then there's this whole notion that some carvings can encode astronomical knowledge, knowledge that humans shouldn't have been able to conceive at that time. What does that suggest about the way we view history? Could there have been advanced knowledge of some sort, lost to time? The more I studied, the more I realized I should not have looked, because once you know, you can't unsee it. Göbekli Tepe doesn't tell a story of ancient humans. It whispers something older, something buried, something deliberately hidden. Some of the carvings seem to suggest myths, rituals, or beings that we cannot grasp. Perhaps it was supposed to guide or warn. Perhaps this is a message to the future. Or perhaps it is a record of something dangerous. Every stone, every circle, It's all done on purpose, every carving, haunting. Once you've seen it, you can feel it, that ancient, inexplicable presence. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have delved into research, watched videos, read papers, because now I can't stop imagining what made those humans build this huge, accurate, unnatural structure. And maybe that's why it was buried. Maybe some knowledge is too heavy, too powerful, too dangerous for us to understand. Göbekli Tepe is more than history. It's a warning, a mystery, a whisper from a world we barely understand. And I'll admit, part of me wishes I had walked away. Part of me wishes I had never looked. But curiosity always wins. Thanks for watching. If you liked this journey into one of the oldest, weirdest mysteries in human history, hit that like button. Comment down below with your thoughts. What do you actually think was going on at Göbekli Tepe? And subscribe, because I'll keep uncovering secrets you probably shouldn't know. Iva, I shouldn't have looked, because once you know, you can't unsee. Göbekli Tepe doesn't give up its secrets. It whispers them. You feel the presence of something beyond explanation, something that existed long before kings, before empires, before even written language. And maybe that's why it was buried, because some knowledge is too heavy for the world. So the next time you hear about Göbekli Tepe, remember this: some doors should stay closed. Some mysteries should remain untouched. Closing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of humanity's oldest, strangest mysteries, hit that like button. Comment below what you think was really going on at Göbekli Tepe. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'll keep uncovering the secrets you probably shouldn't know. Iva.